if you're staying at the Hyatt Maui Residence Club, that's this property here, you'll find the Hyatt Regency down to the right. Obviously this is beachside, so as you walk down here, you'll see the Marriott property and some others. This is the pathway to getting to the little outdoor shopping center, which I will show you here shortly. So along the pathway, you will run into a lot of folks trying to sell you timeshares, just so you know. And there's some nice cabanas out here. There are some other properties here as well. So this restaurant here used to be one that was not so good, but it has recently changed, well, in the last couple of years anyway, to be Longi's, which is a relatively decent food. A lot of fish if you're a fish lover, and some other entrees, but it's a nice outdoor patio. Good break between here and the little shopping center. So as I had mentioned, lots of timeshares. It is rainy day today, so they're kind of closing up early. This is the Marriott property. They actually have a really, if you're coming here with kids, they have a really nice little outdoor kid area. I think it's even better than the Hyatt if you do have children, so that's one thing to consider. You can see the little pirate ship there, and you can see the islands out here. So it's a beautiful view from this particular property as well. I think probably just as nice in some cases, maybe a little bit better than the Hyatt, definitely better than the Regency, and almost all of the units up here do have some sort of, well, they have an ocean view. They're not all as close to the water as they are at the Residence Club, which was one of the reasons that I had chosen that one when I was looking at different properties out here. So walking along the same path, this is where you will find the overturned boat. And it's also where you will find Starbucks. As you can see here. And there's also a little restaurant back here. There's a Beach Walk Cafe. You can get some food to go or have a little snack. They have like pizzas and some other small things that you can take with you, sandwiches and that sort of thing. So we are still on our pathway over to the shopping center. Still along the walkway, this is a spot that you can come regardless of the property that you're staying at and be able to rent pretty much anything you need for water sports, which is very convenient for all of these properties here. So you can get, obviously as you can see here, lots of different floaties. You can get tours there if you want. You have boogie boards. I believe they do have snorkels if you wanted to purchase one. And you know, if you've left something behind like sunscreen or sunglasses, you can pick them up here as well. It's an Aquilini store, and as you can see, more hotels and more timeshare. So still walking along this path. This is another Marriott Vacation Club spot for just the day beds and the rentals. This property is actually quite big, so if you do end up purchasing one of these, you will have a lot, you know, probably more opportunities than you do. The one that I'm at is quite restrictive about check-in and check-out and the days and times that you can do so, and also not switching weeks. It's very hard to get a different week than what you have. In fact, over almost a decade, I've never been able to do that. So another reason to consider one of these other properties as well. It's another private condo property here. I don't know anyone who's owned here or stayed here before. Haven't heard anything good or bad about it, but we are still on the pathway over to the shopping center, and it's a beautiful view along the way. Gorgeous sand. Sometimes you will find sea turtles out here, which is pretty cool, even if you're not a kid. It's always fun. At the very end, you can actually see it from here, but at the very end of this pathway is Black Rock in the Sheraton, and that's a great place. You can go out pretty far. It's a great place to go snorkeling. It's a great place just to sightsee and kind of relax a bit, and then pick up a snack over at the places by the Sheraton. So it's always a nice little getaway from this part of town, part of Kaanapali. And this is called Kaanapali Beach for those of you who haven't been here before. This is another private condo property here, and we are coming up on the Westin. There's a little thing about Maui's coral reefs, and the sea turtles are pretty amazing. But as you come up onto the Westin, my understanding, and those of you who have stayed, please do comment and let me know if this is accurate. My understanding is that this property, which is Westin here, has been recently renovated, and it's quite nice inside now, as well as the Marriott. I don't know if that's the case. To me, it looks pretty abandoned, but you know, it's always difficult to tell right until you actually get in there. But nevertheless, it's another potential spot if you're looking at staying somewhere along Kaanapali. So finally we are coming up. It's about a 15-minute walk from the Hyatt on Whalers Village, which is a little shopping center. It's decent size now. This restaurant here, Leilani's, is pretty good. A decent sized place. Inside you'll find some boutiques which are pretty nice, like Louis Vuitton and some other shops that I'll show you here shortly. As you enter Whalers Village, the first major shop that you will see is Louis Vuitton. Always a fan favorite for people coming to Maui. So you will not find a Chanel and you will not find a Hermes on this island. To find those boutiques, you would have to go to Waikiki and shop there. So let's see if they allow me to take any video in here, and we'll give it a try. So I was able to get in and take a little bit of video that I'll sort of compile here. They do have some pretty cool pieces. One of the nice things about shopping here is the tax is very low. It's a little more than 5%, and you do pay less for the actual item than you do on mainland US. So that's one nice benefit. So there are a lot of other places here that I actually really like. I used to get clothes for my daughter when she was little at both of these stores. So Hakiki and Kaialoha, both of these places have pretty cool things for kids. And if you look on this side, you'll see there's a lotto place. So you know, it's nice in the evening. And then they have, of course, Lululemon and Lily Pulitzer. And then here is a sneaker and kind of flip-flops, flojo kind of shop. And you'll see some dining places. There's a place that wasn't here when I was here last time, which is Alex and Annie. Kind of nice to see some new fresh blood here, I guess, so to speak. Some of these little boutiques actually have really cute things that I'll generally go in when I'm here. Of course, Tourneau for watches, right? And some other jewelry, but mostly watches. And it's actually some, you know, really beautiful things. Right, so downstairs, pretty similar. You have a coffee company, and again, it wraps around, but it's very limited here. So the wraparound side is over on the right, on our right, to the left of when you're walking down the steps. So your flip-flop store here, you know, obviously, right? We find these everywhere we go, at every island. A Crocs store for some Crocs fans. More t-shirt stores, and then over here there are a couple of boutiques that I personally find worth checking out each time, and they just have women's and kids attire, but one of them has kind of cute stuff, and I'll show you which one that is. So this by the way is Logo Wear Maui. You know, if you want Hawaiian shirts, this is the place to come. And then over here, this little boutique has a lot of children's clothes, which is pretty cute. But these two over here, so there's a pizza spot here, by the way, if you want some quick food. And then these two over here, Kiani, and I do not recall the name of that one, but I will go over closer to it and we can take a look together. Mahina, both of these have pretty cute clothes for women, and they're just little boutiques. They have really, I think, kind of a nicely curated collection. And then usually when I'm done here, like I skip the Lululemon, I can do that at home. I kind of just head over to Hula Grill or Leilani's and just grab, you know, a quick bite to eat and then head back to my room. So that is kind of what you will see here in Whalers Village.